you want to know my opinion and what I think, just keep on watching. It's your girl Nisi here, and I'm back with another video and a big trigger warning. So this video is going to be based on some true live events that's happened recently. So there's this Indian student that's gone missing. So she went on holiday with some friends to the DR. She's been missing for 2 weeks, and her parents basically have kind of given up and they feel like she's been unalived. So first of all, she didn't tell her parents where she was going, so her parents are shocked. You know, they speak every day, so they're shocked that they've not heard from her. So obviously they've reached out to her friends and they said, oh yeah, she came down here for spring break, and the parents are like, whoa, like what? So, you know, that's like the first red flag, not being honest with your like loved ones or your parents, family members, friends. But yeah, like I said, she went to the DR, so she's based in America, then she went to the DR and she's been missing for 2 weeks. Obviously, we're still hoping that she can be found, because usually, you know, you're not unalived until there's a body in it. So we're hoping maybe that she's still alive and maybe stuck somewhere, or worst case, she's been, you know what I mean, like sold into sex trafficking. But yeah, so today mainly I'm coming to share the story of these 3 black girls that went on holiday in Colombia and they survived attempted kidnap. So yeah, big trigger warning. As a person of me, I love to travel, so this is why I'm bringing it to my channel. I've traveled to, I want to say, around 8 different destinations. So I've not gone anywhere this year, but later on this year I probably want to go to maybe Greece. I want to try and hit up Nigeria. My kids are half Nigerian. I'm Jamaican. I went Jamaica last year. So yeah, I've always thought about doing a solo trip, but I've also been shook because you do hear stories like this. But rules with traveling. So first of all, the people that you're traveling, if you're traveling with friends, please make sure they have your back, they've got good intentions, and they basically just mirror you. So I went on a girls trip it was for our 30th. We're a month apart, me and my best friend. I'll put a picture of her here, one of the sides. She's all over on my YouTube channel. Check out my YouTube shorts. We do a lot of content together. But yeah, we went, I want to say 2023, we went to Greece for the first time. We've never flew out together. We went for 4 or 5 days. We pretty much just stayed in the hotel. I think only on the last day we did a bit of shopping, but there wasn't much. So the main entertainment and things was in the hotel. The hotel had a shop as well. But yeah, you know what I mean? She had my back, I had her back. On the 4th night, a Greek man approached us, and he was like, oh, let me show you, you know, the real Greece, you know, the authentic. Let me take you to the places where tourists basically don't go. I'm heavily pregnant, guys. I'm gonna put a picture here. Where are we going? So me and my friend, he's showing us loads of pictures. Me and my friend are just like, We're both thinking the same thing, gassing this man up, like, yeah. So he's like, we're gonna meet at the lobby at this time, tomorrow. We were like, okay. Obviously, we didn't meet him. He saw us at the poolside, and guys, when I say he walked past us like he wasn't chatting us up the night before, it's creepy. He sat like opposite us with his family, and it was just weird. He was there with a young son, so I thought, you know what I mean? And most of the time when these guys or kidnappers, they have a wife, they have kids, they have family. Like, it's really weird. But yeah, that's the closest I've ever got with some weird like interaction or a temptation of being kidnapped. But yeah, guys, the advice. So just give you some quick advice before I show these clips. Like I said, go with someone you trust with your life. Always have cash, have a good amount of cash. I want to say at least like $100, euros, wherever you are, whatever country. Know where the embassy is. So I went Nigeria. I knew where the English embassy was. Like, when you go places, even if it's a black country, you know, because these girls are black, kind of saying don't go to Colombia, it's not safe for black people. Even when you travel to black countries, know where the embassy is, you know, the American or the UK embassy. Have your emergency contacts wrote down just in case you lose your phone or your iPad or whatever technology you've got, unless you know it off by heart. if possible, stay in a hotel. I like to stay in a hotel. I only venture out if things are like really like outside the hotel, but try and get a hotel that's literally got everything and it's all inclusive. If you do want to travel out, just make sure you've got all your like important stuff you need. With your passport, money, have it in different bags. So when I travel, I take my passport, my driver's license. They're not all in like the same bag. My passport will obviously be stored away. I usually carry my ID on me just in case like I'm driving or if I'm on like a moped or something. And just like I said, just have money like all over the place just in case that bag gets stolen and it's got your passport in. At least you've got your driver's license. So with these girls, they only knew how to drive manual, and even my best friend that I went on holiday with, she's recently passed and she can only drive automatic. Sorry, the girls can only drive automatic. Your girl here, I can drive both. So that was a problem with these girls. They didn't know how to lock the car. They didn't know how to drive when the driver got out because it was a stick car, and obviously all they know is automatic. So that's another lesson. If you do live in a country or you've got the chance to learn manual, please learn manual. That's why I learned manual, because I was like, if I'm ever in a situation of kidnap or I need to rush and you jump in someone else's car, if their car's manual and you only know automatic, then you know what I mean, you're done. Like you're literally fucked. But yeah, just stay vigilant, keep your head on a swivel, learn some of the language, especially important words like help, policia, if you're going to obviously like Spain. Know important words, you know what I mean? I'm not telling you to know the whole alphabet, but know important words, because these girls were running, they were shouting. Once these girls escaped their kidnapper, they were running. Only one of them knew Spanish and a little bit as that, and she was obviously shouting for help, policia, can someone ring the police? Because he said when they were running and panicking, there was a big language barrier. All of them lost their phones. So usually people are like, oh, Google Translate, da 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 da. But we need to go back to basics. Even though I might not know like much Spanish when I travel to Spain, I do have a Spanish dictionary. So if I do need to look something up, it's there just in case my phone gets stolen, da 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 da. Be careful of the locals. Now, when we went to Greece, the locals were super nice, but still, you know, there's the crafty ones, so you do need to be careful. Taxi or private car hire, please be careful, because you literally can't trust them. When I go on holiday, I like to get package deals, so hotel, transport, like activities all inclusive, so I don't need to be like reaching out to different people. So if you are doing Uber, taxiing, please be careful. Remember, write down street names or take a picture, so when you go past certain stuff, you know, just in case you do get in a car and then they're taking you some other way. But yeah, just keep your head on a swivel, be vigilant, stay safe, have your guard up all the time. I know you've gone out there to relax and to turn up and whatever, but please be careful. And alcohol is, yeah, I don't drink, but alcohol, because a lot of people do get spikes and stuff on holiday or even poisoned. So do be careful of that. All right, guys, that's it. I'm checking out. I'm going to roll. The stories is a bit long, but yeah. And yeah, just thank God, nothing but God that saved these girls. Like the thanks to the Most High. Like when I say I watched this yesterday, shout out to Lovely T, she posted it. My mouth was open, I was shooketh, and I had goosebumps, and I thought, no, I need to do a video on this, especially because the girlies are trying to turn up, you know, for this summer, trying to fly out. But yeah, guys, have fun, obviously, don't let it stop you from traveling. But yeah, just be careful, because, you know, kidnap, sex trafficking, on being unalived, it's on the rise, like it's super high. But yeah,
I've been to a lot of countries, but as a black woman who loves to travel, I do not recommend coming to Colombia. And I'm here right now. This is my 3rd day here. I do not recommend coming out here for multiple reasons. And I only been here for 3 days. And this is the beginning of my 3rd day. I feel like as a black woman here, you're extremely targeted. Targeted in terms of being scammed, in terms of being sex trafficked, in terms of being robbed, in terms of being kidnapped. Like, I wouldn't even come out here as a solo traveler. Like, I'm not coming back here for real. I had 3 friends that only been here for 24 hours and almost got kidnapped. They're on the next flight back home. And that's not my story to tell, so I'm gonna let her tell it to you when she gets herself together and, you know, she's fine. The yellow taxi cabs, they're not to be trusted. You can't take Ubers and Lyft out here because it's illegal. It's like, if you don't have a driver or somebody that knows the area, don't come out here. Like, I have a driver. By the grace of God, like, I found somebody before I came out here, and I trust him with my life, because he's been making sure I've been good since I got here. I have not walked into a store, into an excursion, without him coming inside with me or without him taking there. And every time it's time for me to be picked up, he's 15 minutes early. He do not play about us. This country is legitimately 80% men, probably 20% women. You see, when y'all be going to these little like DR, Jamaica, you guys can wear your little bathing suits with their cover. I didn't even feel comfortable enough to walk around with my bathing suit and a cover up out. I feel like I was literally a walking target. Like I feel like people thought I was selling myself. And then on top of that, this country for sure do not try to adjust to Americans. They don't even try to learn English. Like, a lot of them really don't give a fuck to try to learn English at all. They're just gonna hit you with a Google Translate and put that phone in your face. My security downstairs and where I'm staying at, they don't know not a fucking lick of English. All they know is passport number for us to get in. And that's another thing. They require your fucking passport number for everything. They require your passport number to get into your hotel. They require your passport number to book some of the restaurants. They require your passport number to book your excursions. They ask for your first name, your last name, and your passport number for literally everything. And then I know they have like the people that be trying to sell things to you, like the little people that be in the streets that try to sell things to you. They're so, like, I understand, like, when I seen videos and people saying, like, oh, they're annoying, like, they don't know how to leave you alone. No, it's more than just annoyance. Like, they will shove these things in your face, and you can say no. And I'm from fucking New York. Like, I know how to say no to anybody. They're not gonna walk away from you, bro. They'll put it in your face like, here. Nothing out here is free. If they sing to you, that's not free. If they dance for you, that's not free. If you want to take a picture, that's not free. Don't touch nothing. Don't accept no free samples. Because once you touch it, they're gonna tell you to pay for it. My first day here, 2 girls from North Carolina told me they got scammed out of $1,100. They tried to charge their card $1,100 for 2 beach chairs, 2 margaritas, and like a lobster dinner. $1,100 US. 20 of them surrounded them on the beach, and they was like, oh no, we're gonna call policia, and they did not give a fuck. They was just like, okay, call the police in Spanish. They was like, okay, whatever. They ended up settling for giving them $400 US in cash. This is not a place where you can pull your money out because they're gonna target you. If you buy from one vendor, they're gonna all swarm you until you try to buy from all of them. Don't make no eye contact with them, no nothing. The catcalling it does not stop. It does not stop. Like, this is the first place that I really feel like I want to wear all my long dresses. I don't want to wear nothing revealing, no nothing, because it's literally 80% men out here, 20% women. The sex trafficking ring out here is so freaking high. I was supposed to go to the club tonight. I don't even think I want to go no more. The scenery is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. The food is beautiful. I have met so many beautiful people, but this is somewhere I will not recommend any black woman to go to unless you're going in a group that includes men. Like, unless you have many in a group. And if you're going in a group of girls, like my friends that almost got kidnapped yesterday, it was 3 of them. And they bigger than me. Like, they're big, hefty, like they could pack a punch. It's 3 of them. I wouldn't even recommend like a girls trip here, like, at all. Like, there's so many other countries that you guys can go to that's so welcoming to like black women and Americans. This is not the country for that. This is a great guys trip. This is not the country for that. There's not even enough, like, even as a guy, like, there's not even women out here for y'all to even come out here. Like, no. The way they treat Spanish tourists and white tourists is not the same way how they treat black people. It's not. Like, they don't bother them as much. They don't target them as much. They don't be in their face as much. Bro, we were sitting on a party bus, and they were trying to offer us to smoke weed. I haven't seen not one person smoke a weed in this fucking country. Not one person. I haven't seen a vape. I haven't seen a cigarette. I haven't seen nobody smoking since I got here. And you trying to sell us weed? It's giving you want to lace us. Like, all of this shit is just weird, bro. Like I said, I traveled to a lot of different countries, and y'all be seeing my TikToks. Colombia is not somewhere I'm going to come back again. So far, I'm having a great time in terms of that. But, like, my friend's situation just scared the fuck out of me, low-key. I'm just happy, like I said, I have a trusted driver who's been taking me around. Like, I haven't been booking no taxis, no Ubers, no nothing. And he stays with us. And every excursion that we really booked, most of it was like through Airbnb or through him, and I've done spoken to these people, so I know we'll be fine until it's time for us to go back home. But no, never again. Never the fuck again.
That I'm laying right here, right now in my bed, it's so surreal to me. You know why? Because I survived a kidnap attempt with my friends in Cartagena, Colombia. Excuse my lashes, y'all. I keep crying. Like, this is something that is so traumatizing to me, and I just decided to share my story because I know so many people who travel, and you never would think that it would be you. This is going to be a simplified version. I already told the full story on my Instagram, but I just wanted to share it on TikTok as well, so this should just be a shorter version. So me and my friends met up with a mutual friend that just so happened to be in Colombia. We decided to do a party bus tour. Once the party bus was over, they did leave with their private driver because they had a meal to go eat with their private chef. And we was just like, okay, well, we're going to go grab some food because The food at our resort was nasty, so we end up going to Casa Palenque. Now, this is not like a random area. Tourists go here all the time. When I tell y'all, it's kind of like, I want to say like a Bourbon Street. I don't know if y'all ever been to New Orleans, but it's basically like a strip. Like, it's a lot of people out there. There's vendors. Like, it was a public place. So we ate. I had me a little hookah. My phone did get stolen, so I'm going to include as much pictures as I can, but I really don't have anything to show y'all. So once it was time to go, there's taxis, like, all over the place, like, you know, to take you home. If you go to Cartagena, Colombia, do not trust the yellow taxis whatsoever. The first taxi we went to was trying to charge us $50, and we was like, no, we don't want the $50. After that, we went with the second taxi, and it's crazy because he charged us $50 too, but we was just like, at that point, it was like, okay, honestly, if we keep trying, they're all going to charge us $50. We just wanted to get home. Our hotel was about 30 minutes from where we were at in the city. So we was just like, okay, forget it. We're going to go ahead and take it. So we told him where we were going, and he said, okay. He never put in his GPS. We just took that as, this is his city. I know my way around my city without a GPS, so that's why we didn't think anything of it. Come back for part 2. Okay, here's part 2 on surviving my kidnapped attempt in Cartagena, Colombia. So people told us that the Ubers was illegal. That is the only reason we were taking taxi. How we knew that Ubers weren't illegal, we would not have took a taxi. We just thought that it made sense to take, you know, what was legal. We weren't trying to get in trouble in a foreign country. So I'm not going to go into deep details as far as the red flags. I'm just going to give y'all all the red flags that we seen, which led up to the event, and then I'm going to tell y'all the event. First red flag, he did not use the GPS. We assumed that he knew where he was going because this was his city. We told him where we needed to go, but we did put in our GPS the hotel resort so that we could track it. We did that anytime we got in a car with anybody because that, I don't know, that's just how I am, even if I take an Uber back home here where I'm from. Number 2, he kept looking back at me. My friend sat in the passenger side. I sat behind her, and my other friend sat in the seat behind him. He kept looking back the whole ride. I didn't know. I'm not going to lie. Colombians, they were flirtatious, very flirtatious. So I didn't know what he was on, but I didn't say anything to him. He did not talk the entire time. Let's start there. He didn't say a word. He kept taking wrong turns. My friend had to tell him, like, hey, no, you're supposed to keep straight because he kept trying to take a left. Oh, no, make a right. Like, our time went up from 23 minutes. We were 23 minutes away from our hotel. It went up to, like, 25. And then it started going down from there. My friend who was in the front seat, of course, she could see more what's going on in the front. She said that when he was supposed to make a U-turn, which you would have to be in the left-hand lane, he tried to get in the right, and she told him, like, hey, no, you need to get in the left lane. Another thing, anytime you go to foreign countries, when you're in the car with them, they drive hella fast. Like, they have bad road rage. This man was driving slow. It took, like, a 23-minute ride. It took us about 35 minutes to get there. So now to the attempt. We literally were 5 minutes away from our hotel, y'all. This man drove us 30 minutes. We were 5 minutes away from our hotel. Out of nowhere. Mind y'all, this was a stick shift car. I did mention when we first got in the car, I was like, y'all, I wish I knew how to drive a stick shift. Not knowing that we would actually have to attempt to try to drive a stick shift. He changed the gear and immediately grabbed behind him, reached my phone and reached my friend's phone in the passenger seat. My other friend who was sitting behind him, she was sleeping. So I'm assuming that's why he didn't try to grab her phone as well. Regardless, he has 2 hands, so, you know, even if he did try, it wouldn't have worked. Immediately after, instincts kicked in. I attacked him, she attacked him. Here's part 3, story time of me and my friends surviving a kidnapped attempt in Cartagena, Colombia. So in the process of me attacking him, I'm screaming to my other friend. I'm like, wake up, he's trying to kidnap us. So she starts attacking him too. So it's 3 of us attacking him from different directions. I feel like he did not expect this to happen at all. Like, he did not expect us to put up a fight like that, y'all. We were going in on him. So at this point, he's trapped in the corner, the driver's side of the car. So he jumps out the car. So at this point, since he can't have all 3 of us, he's at least trying to take one of us. So he comes to the back side of the car. He tries to drag my friend out the car. I told them, I said, y'all, we need to stay together. We're either all going to be in this car or we're all going to get out this car. So he keeps trying to drag her out the car. I'm pulling her back in. He tries that for a good 5 minutes. He couldn't get her out. After that, he comes to my side. Y'all, I got the most damage. Like, he kept hitting me the most. I don't know if it's because I was attacking him the most or what, but y'all, he kicked me in my chest, y'all. He had steel toe boots on. He kicked me and my friend in the chest, actually, but he kicked me in my chest. He dragged me out the car with my wig. My friend pulling me in. She pulled me in, so that pulled him back in. When he got in, he's like hitting me. He's hitting me in my chest, y'all. So at this point, I'm just literally trying anything just to get out of this situation. Y'all, I bit him. Not only did I grab his balls, I twisted them, and I just kept twisting and twisting and twisting. And eventually, he just backed up off of me. So then he tried my last friend. She must have went in on him so bad, y'all. Her nails, her raw meat is showing. I have the picture of that, so I'm going to put that in here. Her raw meat is showing on her nails, like, y'all. So eventually, he gave up on that, and he went back to the front. But once all these attacks did not work, y'all, eventually he tried to get back in the car. My friend is in the front. Oh, when he tried to attack me, my friend's in the front trying to drive the car. We're trying to, get out at least out of the situation. And once he realized that worked, he got back in the car, and we were trying to lock the car. We don't know how to work a foreign car, and I feel so helpless in this situation. And y'all, we are on a pitch black road, no street lights, nothing. So he was trying to drive again. We started attacking him again. You're not going nowhere with us, sir. So eventually he got back and he drugged me out the car. Y'all, ripped my whole wig off of me. My knee is scraped up. So then my friends hopped out the car. We all hopped out the car. So all of our phones are in the car at this point. We're going to pitch black road. So my friend is still trying to get our phones. And she was hanging on the door as he was driving. He kept trying to brake check. She was trying to get our phones so bad because we did not know where we were going to go. We're in the middle of nowhere in a foreign country. We were terrified after he just took our phones, attacked us. So once that did not work, he ended up driving off. I don't want to make this part too long, so come back to part 4. I'm trying to make that the last part. So this is the last part of how me and my friends survived the kidnap attempt in Cartagena, Colombia. So y'all, honestly, with this situation, when I told the story on Instagram, I thought I was good. I thought I was over it. A couple hours that went by. It was about 12 hours later. I thought I was fine. Mind y'all, we literally had only been to Colombia for 24 hours at this point. We arrived in Colombia at 10:30 p.m. on Monday. This happened Tuesday at 1:38 in the morning. We were literally texting each other in the ride the entire time, which is crazy because we were literally had just joked about, I told her, I said, he acting weird. If he tries something, we're going to take his car. Not knowing that a minute later, he would snatch our phones and we could have been sex trafficked, y'all. He literally had 3 motorcycles waiting down the road, but because we had passed them up and beat him up to that point, they didn't come to that point because we were so close to where the security was. They did not want us to get caught. I just want to tell anybody who decides to go to Cartagena, Colombia, if you ever decide, get a private driver. Honestly, I wouldn't even trust the street food. Get you a private chef. Do not trust the yellow taxis. Do not go anywhere by yourself. Keep the communication with those people to a bare minimum because they scam. Even when we bought stuff off the street, y'all, they kept trying to scam us and overcharge us. This man tried to sell my friend some gas, some Zaza. He wanted $50 for 3.5. For 3.5. Do you think we're agreeing? Mind you, nobody out there was smoking. That was skeptical. He told me, I got that sticky icky. No, you kept your sticky and your icky because nobody wants that. My biggest fear was going out here and getting a stomach bug. I didn't got kidnapped. That was the least of my worries. This is just such a traumatizing experience. 1 minute I'm crying, the next minute I'm happy because I'm dang, I really made it back home. I just keep thinking about how so many people do not make it back home. And nobody understands how I feel in this situation except my 2 friends who were there with me. It's so many emotions. Y'all, I'm paranoid. When I got off the plane, I'm checking over my shoulder. I know I'm going to have to go to therapy for this situation because it's so traumatizing. I'm sorry, y'all. My voice is going in and out because I keep crying. This is just such a devastating experience. And it makes me want to set out on traveling. We literally had another trip booked for May. This literally makes me want to sit out on traveling. We've said forget the trip, forget the money we spent. Y'all, we spent so much money on this trip. It's just not even worth it. Be safe. Watch your surroundings. And if you don't know how to defend yourself, please have self-defense, because if it wasn't for us self-defending ourselves, that man probably would have been able to get us. He was not expecting that at all. Like, he just kept looking at us like he was in shock. We fought back for our lives, and I will do it again if I have to. If I had a weapon, I would have defended myself if I had to. Please just be cautious, y'all, as a young female, like, anywhere, because men do not have the same experience in these foreign countries that we have. I'm just not waking up, and I'm seeing all these outlets are posting us, and everybody have their opinions, but I just want to clear up a few things. For one, we were not drunk. For some reason, we just had no desire to have a drink, which is so crazy because we literally drink on vacation, but we did not drink when we were in the city. So we had not one lick of alcohol. Like, we literally ate at that restaurant. It had water. The most I had was a hookah, but what is a hookah? Number two, we never got our phones back. My phone location still says that it's in Colombia. We all ordered new phones. We were on our iPads. That's how we were able to get in contact with our parents. I never bring my iPad. For some reason, I brought my iPad with me, but yes, that's another thing. 3, it may seem crazy how he waited till 5 minutes till we got to the hotel. It's crazy to us too. We literally was saying the same thing. Why did he wait till he got so close to the hotel? I don't know. That was nothing but God. In my mind, this is what I said. I feel like he was just trying to figure out how he was going to do it because it was 3 of us. I don't feel like this was planned. Everybody keeps saying his buddies would have came. This was not planned. He literally was driving up, and we was like, hey, how much for the ride or whatever. Like, he wasn't like sitting parked plotting. Like, he was like passing us up, and we were walking, and we was like, hey, are you accepting, rides right now? And he said yes. He asked us where we were going. He asked us where we were going. We told him, and he said 50. And we said, okay, we got in the car. So he didn't have time to contact any accomplices. He was not on his phone the entire time. He picked his phone up one time. He looked at something, and then he put his phone back down. So he did not have time to communicate with anybody. Y'all keep saying we wouldn't have got away. No, baby, we would have got away because God is always on my side. The entire time this was going on, I was praying, I was screaming, I was repenting. So yes, it may seem surreal, it may seem fake, but nothing about it is fake. At the end of the day, a lot of y'all don't believe in God. That's why y'all think it's fake. No, baby, it's real. It's real. Nothing about it is fake. Nothing. Another thing people were saying, we probably was aggressive towards him. What's crazy is we did not have a conversation. I couldn't even tell you what his voice sounded like. We had no conversation with him. We did not go off on him. Y'all, we was chilling. Like, we were just ready to get back home to the hotel. Like, we were just tired. At the end of the day, it's always going to be some weirdos saying they don't believe us. This is why people never come out. But at the end of the day, I'm used to attention. I already have a large following. So I'm used to people having negative shit to say. At the end of the day, this is real. This really happened to us. Y'all have a blessed day. I hope this never happens to y'all family, since y'all just don't believe us. And I'm about to go have some retail therapy. I am not reading the comments no more because that shit will drive you crazy.
Okay, y'all. So I am not a TikTok bitch. I'm not an influencer. I don't have no big following page. I'm just trying to spread awareness and get people to understand like what happened, because like even for us, this shit just feels like, now that we're back home, this shit feels so surreal that we're literally 24 hours later back, because this shit does not happen. Like, people do not get a chance to call their parents. Anyway, this is going to be a story about how we almost got kidnapped in Cartagena, Colombia, the first day there. So boom, I'm gonna go back in the story and tell y'all like every single sign that we had that should have told us not to even go. But like, we're just gonna talk about the night. So my friend Janae and Lex, they're both TikTok famous, but Janae has a friend that was in Cartagena with us, like not with us, but she just happened to come on the same week as us because it's spring break. So she invited us to this bus party, like this bus tour. And she picked us up from a resort because she had a private driver. Like, she had her own driver, and she knew him. They was contacting each other like before the trip even happened, so she felt comfortable with him coming to get us as well, because although we were staying at a resort and we could have got a taxi or a cab with them, it just made sense, since we're all going together, that, you know, boom, we're just gonna ride together. So they come pick us up. We're in the party bus. It's not even a party bus. Like, yes, there's music playing, but it wasn't like we were getting drunk. Let that be very known. We were not getting drunk. Yes, we might have been drinking, but it was a snoring off, like a 2% alcohol beverage. Like, it was nothing. So after the party bus, after the bus tour, mind you, we went around the city 2 times, and the whole time we were going around the city, people kept stopping. That we made stops, and you were able to get like drinks, and you were like, they were passing out beer, and we made a pit stop to pee. Y'all, we had to pay to piss, but like, that's besides the point. So after the bus tour was done, they had stopped at a club. We didn't go inside the club. We went to the restaurant next to it, because all we kept talking about was being hungry, because the resort food was not good. We really haven't ate. Like I said, I'm gonna go in the backstory and tell y'all like how the experience was getting there, because that will explain to y'all like why we were so determined on getting something to eat. We had kind of made a list of places to go. Like I said, I don't be on TikTok, but I had looked up on TikTok Cartagena black girl restaurants, like things for us to do while we're out there. Be prepared. Like, you don't want to just go to a country and not know not a fuck thing, and you just looking shit up and doing it. So we did things the right way, and we went to the restaurant that we had looked up. Like, I can tell y'all the place. If y'all look it up, there's so many black people going to that restaurant. We went to the restaurant. The man gave us the menu on the drink menu side, and then he flipped it. All we ordered was food. All we drank was water. We were not drunk. We were sober. We were alert. And like, y'all, like what's the word when it's like we were talking about what was happening? The foreshadowing that we was doing. Like, we was talking about a whole different event, and I'm the one that said, if my friends are ever in danger, it don't matter, like, boy, girl, woman, man, anything. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. If y'all do anything towards my friends, I'm on defense mode. Like, we had a circumstance where I literally was protecting my friend with my fist. Like, I do whatever I gotta do for the people that I love. So we talked about that, and we went home. Like, we were going home. We saw a taxi, and he said $50, but he was super, super eager, y'all. Like, super, super, super eager. He was so eager for us to go. So we was like, nah. Like, first of all, the $50 was a red flag, because it was only a 23-minute drive. But again, it was like 1 o'clock. So I guess when we went to the second driver, the driver that we picked him, y'all. We picked him. The driver that we picked, he told us $50 too. We looking like, okay, y'all, this might be like how much we gotta pay. We just gotta pay. We want to go home. We want to go home, be safe. So we just did it, right? Boom. Janae in the passenger seat. I'm in the back seat behind the driver, and Lex is next to me in the back seat behind Janae, kind of diagonal to the taxi driver. Okay, part 2 coming soon.
Whew, that was a lot, guys. But yeah, just take notes, learn from other people's mistakes. You know, it's a shame, like their wigs, their nails, they were running barefoot. None of them had their phones. We thank God that they had their iPads. I don't know why the police were like, oh, give me your iPad. And then when they were trying to get in the hotel, they wanted their passport number. Like, all important things like that is very, you know, sketchy. And be careful of countries where they don't treat women nicely. Like they said, Colombia is like 70% or 80% men, 20% women. So it's things like that. Be careful, obviously, if you're a person of color, countries that don't like you, like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of colorism, racism in these like Hispanic countries, so that's another thing. But yeah, guys, please like, comment and subscribe and share this video. Let me know your comments down below if you had a bad experience away and what happened. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.